Hello and welcome to the Forward Compatible Podcast, Episode 7 for March 25th, 2012. My name's Tony, and I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters, Joe and Mark.
I was first this week.
What? No.
I switch you guys up every week.
Ate everything. I'm leaving.
We have a new special guest for all of your listening pleasure, so please welcome John to the show. John, if you wanted to take a quick second, tell us your gamer tag, how you started playing video games, a little bit of your gaming history, or whatever else you'd like to include.
Oh, well, I'm John. I gamer tag Hasty Lube Job. Tried saying that with a straight face. My first encounter with gaming was with the NES, and then gradually, I think it was a Saturn after that, and kind of was a Sega guy through the Dreamcast, and then Microsoft.
Likewise. Nice. Very cool. All right, take a quick moment, go around the room, do our weekly roundtable, and catch everybody up on what we've been playing since the last time we spoke.
Alrighty then. I got to play some Forza with Joe, and
Hooray!
we were doing Virus, which was
Hooray!
awesome. But we did find out...
Isn't it epic?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's that, but then we found out that they took out the... they put a restrictor on the grass speed of 2 miles an hour.
Lame.
Well, no, not all of it.
Not all of it, just
like
most places.
the what track? The Top Gear track.
Where
like you can get
go everywhere.
into the grass, but once you get to like this middle section of grass, like 20 feet, you're just stop.
It was great because you had like the most tense things. So you saw someone flying at like 40, and you're going 2 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden they hit that patch. They're not going to catch up. It was
awesome.
so broken. I actually won because I stayed in the middle because no one can catch you if you're going the right way.
Yeah.
So I played that this weekend. I actually did beat Alan Wake American Nightmare.
Congratulations.
Yeah, good ending. I also played myself some
Alice.
No. Oh, yeah, Alice is out of the house. I didn't bring Alice for Joe. I'm a failure at everything. Let's see. You got a lot of Mass Effect 3 in because it is the double XP weekend.
Horror.
What?
Horror.
Oh, I did play a lot.
Coming from the person without pants on.
Hey.
I played some Microsoft flights. Let's see. I did beat Dear Esther this weekend as well. And I think I got some Saints Row the Third in at some point in there.
Nice.
So I actually got the probably the horror of the week. Maybe we'll see.
Right.
We'll get Tony again.
No, I didn't have much this week.
All right. Joe's got a creeper smile on.
Joe,
that means either he's imagining me naked or he beat me.
Yeah.
I might have one more game that I've forgotten there, so keep that in mind.
You think about that for a second.
By all means.
I'm done.
Nothing?
No, I'm good. I worked all weekend. I don't want to think anymore.
So no more games?
I added everything that I think I played, so... Oh, here's a list. This is... Alright, everyone go to sleep.
He just opened up an entire page of Word documents.
Alright, everyone sleep. This next part of the show will be boring. Go ahead, I got my drink. I'm happy.
What was that game that we started playing? Black Prophecy?
Oh, yeah, we did get some Black Prophecy in, too.
No, not this week.
I
did.
installed it.
You didn't.
I got bored with it.
Alright, I did Black Prophecy, Old Republic, Dungeon Defenders, Warhammer 40k Space Marine, Kill Team.
Oh, I got Kill Team on my list, too.
Shut up, Mark. You can't
had
just
your
add
chance.
things. You had your chance. It's over. You lost. I got back onto Terraria.
Week one of these weeks. Oh, you're still going. I'm sorry.
I am
I'll
still
act
going.
interested.
MLB 2K11. We're gonna turn Mark into date rapist. What else did I do?
You played video games.
I did.
We played Borderlands.
Did you touch little boys?
Stop it, Mark. Borderlands, Rock Band 3, Forza 4, Ratchet & Clank All for One, Gran Turismo 5, Untold Legends Dark Kingdom,
Horror.
and a little bit of Deus Ex.
Nice.
Joe's gonna work more.
I was the least hoary this
I need
week.
to turn this down.
I just did a bit of the Borderlands with Joe, which I don't know if he mentioned, but we did play some. I was
he
doing
left you out. He's just like, nope, all about me.
I did some Left 4 Dead 2 and a bit of the Skyrim job.
Hooray! There's a new patch out for Skyrim. Go on.
Okay. There apparently is a new patch.
Yeah,
Good
we'll go
times.
into that more. later.
Yeah.
Are the dragons still flying backwards with that, or do they fix
No,
that?
that's
No,
fixed.
they fixed that.
That's
I know they had the
been long fixed.
moonwalking horses backwards, which is cool.
You still need some Macho Man Randy Savage as a dragon, though.
Which, unfortunately, Tony, you can't do.
Yeah.
Whatever. I ain't scared.
Screwed.
Scared.
So, what did you play this weekend, John?
Skyrim and
Skyrim job?
of course,
Skyrim
and
job.
hooked up the old NES. Played a little bit of the original Zelda.
Ooh, retro.
And,
Love it.
That's about it, actually. Not that much recently.
Oh! Fuck
Oh,
balls!
my God. This section will never end.
Me and
First 10
Tony
minutes
just
of the
played
show.
Unit 13 today.
We did.
Oh.
Not 3 hours ago, and we already forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
High five.
That's going to be loud. I don't know. Oh, it's Matt. If it was
We should.
Matt,
do,
you
we
would have all been
we
deaf.
should do an old retro night.
Oh, yeah. N64 right here. Pokemon
Old,
Snap. Take some pictures.
Real retro.
What, emulators
64.
or the original systems?
I got original shit at my house. I still got the original Genesis works. Original. They used to
I got
make
my
systems
Genesis.
better. They last like 25 years. And that's
Whatever.
3-year bullshit from now.
The only Genesis game I enjoy, though, is NHL PA 93. It's the only hockey game with blood of all time. If you don't count Mutant Hockey League.
Yeah,
can
but
kill
of course
people.
you count that.
Well, yeah, of course. It was on arcades only. It wasn't. Oh, no.
They ported it to
No,
the,
yeah, it
the
was
Genesis.
on Game Boy. Oh, yeah. Okay. I just remember it was on
It used to
Game
run off the Madden engine, which is why it ran so well. So did Mutant League Football. So, yeah.
Boy. There you go.
Little known fact for all you out there in listening land. I don't know.
yeah.
We should really get the show started.
Yes.
fucking
Okay.
Joe.
Last week, Mark said he was going to try and take down my rumors
I got one, guys.
for this week. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rumors, Mark.
6 rumors. I guarantee I'll kill one of them.
One of them.
Yep.
We got the Mark Anderson guarantee. He guarantees
Unless
it.
he's erasing one of it. And he's just like, oh, that's not a rumor. Probably. I was sketchy about that in the first place.
What do you mean? I said I had 5 rumors.
Yeah, 5 rumors.
Wait, hold on. I should see if there's any new rumors that came up overnight.
Nope. We gotta start the show. All right, Tony, you want to, no, I'm kidding.
Well, it's all you, sir.
All right, let's go to the sexy news stories of the week.
Ow, ow!
Wait, I'm adding a rumor.
No.
7 rumors. Just saying.
All right. Everyone.
8.
All right, you want me to start here?
Yes, I would love.
All right.
It's the longest intro
I know,
we've
longest
ever had
intro
on
ever.
this show.
Sorry. When you see Joe, just hit him. Take a chunk of his beard as a souvenir. That okay? Yeah, that's okay.
What?
Yeah,
He's
by all
fine with it.
means.
Yeah, we're good. All right. Epic Mickey 2 is confirmed for all systems. I don't know if anyone has Epic Mickey player here.
I do.
Yes? All right, there you go.
Remember I brought it up last week? I was
Yes,
happy
you did.
because last week was rumor, now confirmed.
Yes, it is confirmed. All systems. Or
I-
reservable at your local GameStop.
I saw the trailer. Yeah, I was a lot more excited about it before I saw the trailer because I enjoyed the first one, but I know it was held back because it was a Wii title. And now that it's not a Wii title, I don't understand why they didn't go full out. It just kind of, I don't know. I'll
Does
probably
it
still end
look
up
like
getting
it's
it.
a Wii game, or does it look better?
It looks in between a Wii and like you know what I mean, kind of like the GoldenEye Reloaded
Okay.
on 360, where it
Yeah.
looks not quite as good as a regular 360, but not as bad as a Wii game. I mean, check it out. Go on the YouTubes. It's all over the interwebs.
All right. The next bit of sexy news, if you are a sexy person and are in Las Vegas well, not now, but in like 6 months, EA Sports is opening up a bar in Las Vegas that will feature PS3s, 360s, and all the new EA Sport titles.
That's
What?
the stupidest idea ever.
EA, you have so much money. It's probably going to be a penthouse bar, too. You just know it.
I wonder
This
if they're-
is what they're doing with our fucking online pass bullshit money that they claim is server maintenance.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to turn this into like betting. Like, oh, what motherfucker? You think you could beat me at Madden 2009 or some shit? And then you just let's take this down the streets, the EA bar. And
Okay, I take it back. EA, this is the greatest idea ever.
you know what I'm saying? Because it's in
No,
Vegas.
it's not at all.
This could be.
Anything can happen.
It's
going to
make them a lot of money. That's
I
for sure.
I know. They're probably going to be right.
And then people in the background betting on the people that are paying to
Oh, I'm
play.
sure there'll be some illegal sports gambling as well.
Nothing's illegal.
It's in Vegas. It's legal.
This is true. Scratch that.
So, I don't know. Could be interesting.
I want it to be.
I only go to Vegas every like 4 or 5 years, so next time I'm out there, I'll check it out, and I'll let you guys know. It'll be like episode 200 and
Oh,
something.
fuck that. I'm going with.
Really?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
fucking do this.
Let's do it.
Podcast from Vegas.
Ooh, good idea. All right, we're going to start our Kickstarter program. Forward compatible to Vegas. It'll be, I don't know, we'll set up for like 6 months. You guys can donate. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, all you people, you're giving your money to
It's a worthy
unknown
cause.
people.
We're going to go report on the EA structure. It's our main...
That's our main thing. It's a research goal, guys. I mean, come on. All right, open up your wallets, because new Square Enix game is coming, and the trailer actually seemed pretty cool. All I know is that C is coming. Who the fuck is C? Not a fucking clue.
But they are coming.
But they are coming, and it was a pretty looking trailer because it's from Square Enix.
It was a very anime-ish with a lot of accentuating...
It's Square Enix, so yeah.
It's a very, very accentuated hair actual hair strands,
Each
individual strands
strand,
of hair
Yeah.
flopping in the wind.
Guys,
Just-
I can't sigh any louder. Please stop.
Did I kill your rumors? No?
No.
No? Oh, they
but
were
it's a
amazing.
Square fucking Enix game.
Yeah, remember from like 4 weeks ago, all you loyal listeners? Fuck you, Square Enix. Where's my Kingdom Hearts 3?
Oh.
No, fuck, no.
No, fuck Kingdom Hearts.
No, screw you.
You screw you. Take off your pants.
We're gonna take a break here, guys? Alright, the new Mass Effect patch, which will be coming out this week, will finally fix your face import problems. If you try to import from different games, like previous, like 2 and 1, basically didn't work. They fixed it, and it's coming out, I guess, next week. So look for that, and you can get your face in the next game you do, because you can't import it after you restarted. So start a second game, and you'll have your own face. Yeah.
Cool, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
What game are we talking about?
The Mass Effects.
Mass
no one
Effect.
cares.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Because we love Notch here, Minecraft gets a May 9th XBLA launch date.
How much is it going to cost?
$20.
What the fuck is wrong with them?
Also, funny.
Isn't it free?
No, it's $15. Oh, it's actually
it used to
$15
be.
a euro.
Oh, it used to be
which
free?
equals out
Okay.
to like 22 in American. I know because I bought it.
Oh.
Fun fact, actually, that came
Nerd.
out along with this article was apparently when you compare overall sales from Minecraft to the Angry Birds developer, Rovio, Minecraft is actually almost catching up to it. It's about 20 million behind, and they both will have, well...
Angry Birds made like over $1 million.
Yeah,
That's shocking.
Angry Birds is like the overall company took in $124 million.
Angry Birds is fucking free on
It's,
Android.
it's advertisements.
It's advertisements.
That's
It's
stupid.
it's actual it's paid for on Apple and Apple and iPhone.
Suckers.
It's like
No,
$5 more expensive
really?
on the Windows Phone. Yeah, on Windows Phone it's like a $5.99 game.
I thought it
It's
was
like
free
a
for everybody.
$1.99. No, and that's what Android's got its little thing where everything's free basically.
Yeah.
It's because Android's better.
Yeah, so you got that. Minecraft will rule the world. Remedy put out some ads for a next-gen project, looking for some developers to come help with it. The rumor is... No, I'm just kidding. Not rumor. Possibly for Alan Wake 2. Sorry, I tried to give Joe a little stare there. But yeah, Alan Wake 2, possibility, because I don't know any other game Remedy is currently wanting to work on right now. Don't look at me like that. It's a weird face. Oh, that's even... No, that's better. Sexy.
John,
Right.
feel free to chime in here.
Hee hee.
There you go. All right. Earlier story, we were talking about that sexy Skyrim update. What it adds is more kill cams, and kill cams are going to be added for spells, which was a most wanted thing, actually.
Annoying.
No, that's actually cool because
hate the
I'm only
I love the
10,
kill cam.
10, 12 hours into Skyrim, and I've already seen most of the... It gets a little old.
I hate the kill
I
cams.
love the kill cams.
I just want my shit to fall over and turn into ragdolls and be done with it.
Yeah, but it's like you get tired of watching the same way that you fall over, like, every single time you
not
die.
when it's a ragdoll, because that's why...
Yeah, and then you just shout at it and it...
Oh, come on. No one knows Fuzzbroda.
I do.
All right. That's the one where you shout and he goes, oh, he flies backwards. And
I'm not that far.
how are you 10 to 15 hours in the game and you don't have the first power you get?
I don't use it. I don't know.
It's
the
the
shot.
first
I don't know
dragon
what the hell
shout.
I'm doing.
It's the shoulder button.
I spent 4 hours customizing my character.
And the nose. We talked about that. That nose took forever.
No, I'm still on the first
It's a
couple.
sculpting masterpiece.
I'm not
though.
even on the main story yet. I'm like 6-7 side quests in.
Dude,
That's all
you
I've been
need to
doing.
like do like the first 2 story so you get that shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably get on that.
Yeah, you do get more stuff like
Because
for
that
actually
shout's
doing main
incredible.
Remember, I was stuck in that first. I was
Nose
calling
scene?
you for
The
help.
nose scene was awful.
He was. I was in an Xbox Live party with him. He was stuck in a dungeon because he kept fucking dying.
Yeah, I wasted at least an hour and a half just in there, and
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
dude,
no.
I don't get it because I was so underpowered and I didn't want to back up.
Yeah.
So I had to keep saving every 10 seconds. Every time I finally kill somebody, I'd save so like I wouldn't kick me all the way back.
My first
Miss-
character was a mage, and I used to get wrecked sometimes so bad. If
I was,
if I fucked up once, basically,
I'm the regular dude. What's that, a Nord?
Nord,
Yeah.
so yeah, go warrior.
I'm waiting for the multiplayer PC patch.
They do have
Awesome.
it's an alpha right now.
I know.
Yeah, I do have it. I think I have linked you or something at this point. Well, the
No.
new patch came out where it.
Oh, we were talking about it one day.
All right.
I
And
want
got-
that though.
I got that golden claw thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you
what
should
it
that-
sell that.
That's like
It's
the
worth a lot
first-
of
No,
money.
I went back and I gave it to the dude.
Oh, you
Well,
need
then you
that later.
steal. Well, you steal it from him.
I'll steal it. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no.
hardcore.
Seriously, all
I'm
I
a
do is
Nord.
steal from that game. There's no other point in that game other than me to steal shit. I put pots on their heads and then steal them right in front of them.
But they can't see it. 'cause
No, they
have a
can't
pot
see
on
it.
their
The
head.
pot on their head. You need
That's
to place
awesome.
it
See,
on
these are
them.
things I don't know about because I'm
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
10 hours
Yeah,
in.
place a basket
Oh.
on someone's head and steal. Rob them blind.
Yeah, we could show you how to do it.
Okay.
It's great.
Shit.
Basket.
Eh. Yeah.
And I
Drop.
did some other stuff, and I've been collecting a lot of weapons and selling them for.
Money.
Yeah,
no
I have a
reason.
lot of money. I think for where I'm at.
I do
money.
too.
Yeah.
Because you put in the cheat code.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. Back on track
Yes.
here. BioWare is
the track.
right now they're planning the best route to please all you gamers who are pissed about the Mass Effect ending. So I don't exactly know what they're gonna do to make that a possibility, but basically, eventually, you'll probably have a better ending. I would love to say what happens. It's disappointing in any regard, even what's considered the good ending. So we'll see what they can do, but yeah, that's about it. UK government is proposing a tax relief for all UK-based developers and publishers. So if that passes, you're going to see a lot more games coming from the UK, which could affect probably something at some point.
There's like a movement going on in this country where a lot of the guys are moving out to Texas because they're offering some of the best tax incentives.
Yeah, Texas.
And
they
you
up
got
there.
Houston and Austin over there, which are big major cities.
Yeah,
for these
well,
guys to
everyone's
work
like
out of.
California is just so overcrowded at this point with developers and people trying to get out. Seattle's got a huge
and our
up in the last few years.
Our
Seattle.
hometown scares away developers with our taxes.
Yeah, that's fucking
High
Chicago
voltage
is
and
fucking
yeah,
ridiculous
it's
with that. I hate you for that.
we had like 4 or 5, and they're all gone,
Poor Midway.
Yeah.
except for high voltage.
Midway is still there.
High voltage is the
partially.
only one left in Illinois, isn't it? Or in
No,
Chicago? Like
there's
big-
about 10 or 12 at this point still in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Illinois, yeah. There's a few down south. The biggest one is NetherRealms, which is in the Midway
Oh, they're
building.
from Illinois.
Yeah.
They're,
I had no
they're,
idea.
They're Midway. NetherRealm is Midway.
Oh, okay.
disguised.
Yeah.
And they're in the exact same building as Midway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got them. You got Day One Studios. You got High Voltage. I could go on the list. There's, like I said, there's about 10 developers, publisher
Still over.
or 2, and a bunch of distributors and shit. So yeah, they're still around.
Fucking A.
Not as prominent. All right, next sexy story. You got Little Big Planets is going karting. Woo! Announced for the Vita and the PS3. It's gonna be kind of a cross between, I guess, Mario. Well, I guess more of a Mod Nation at this point.
Yeah,
But-
it's the guys that are making Mod Nation that are
Yeah, so-
getting put on this
Like
team.
Mario Kart, or you like the Mod Nation, you'll probably end up loving this one as well. Probably all the Little Big
it's-
Planet fans will too.
It's starting to kind of come out. That's why Mod Nations for the Vita didn't have an actual multiplayer mode. I think they were kind of
Kind of off the project already, trying to
doing
work
this.
ahead. Yeah.
And that's like I was saying earlier, they kind of Sackboy's an actual memorable character that they can actually market. Mod Nation Racers was just a bunch of like skater punks,
Yeah.
so. I think they're kind of dropping Mod Nation altogether because this is the team. They're bringing the team over for this, and they're just using Sackboy as a figurehead.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Sackboy's.
I think it's gonna be very
he's best.
Mod Nation ish.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're
so-
gonna bring over all the good elements like
Yeah.
that. Well, I mean, Little Big Planet's like that already, where you have the
All the
player
customization.
creation and that kind of thing that makes the game go on for so much longer. All right, Darksiders 2 is announced that it will be a Wii U launch title. I know Tony's got a little bit to say about that.
It's stupid. Like, it's the same thing. Like, the Wii U was bragging that they're going to have Arkham City. Arkham City's been out for 6 months. The Wii's still not out. You're bragging about getting 1-year-old titles. I know Darksiders 2 isn't quite out yet, but it will be out before the Wii U. So how is that a
it'll be
big
probably
like?
by, almost 3 months?
Yeah, why are you bragging about this? Like, oh, we're going to get Darksiders 2. That's our launch title. It's going to be available to the world for 4 months prior to the release of your console.
Yeah.
How's this bragging? If you're going to get it, that's fine, but don't be like, yes, look at what we're doing. I don't know.
We're the best.
Oh,
Firefly is going to be getting a game by Notch.
Hooray!
Fat.
So yeah, all you Firefly fans, whoops, I messed that one up. Firefly fans. All right, I got that.
that's like one of the biggest cult followings for a show that lasted.
One
season.
season.
Was it like 14 episodes or some shit?
Yeah,
15.
no, one of those. Yeah, but yeah.
So many people want that to come back too. They're just like, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Shit's not
Including
gonna
me.
happen. Shit's not.
So-
I have Firefly on DVD and Blu-ray. Mikey,
haven't-
give me my Blu-rays back.
Yeah. Like,
But that might be cool because show has a lot of unexplored, stories that they could do. So that might be pretty interesting. I'd love to see him get the old cast back for voice acting. I think it would help out a lot. It's Notch. I think he would end up doing it.
They could.
He could.
I think they would all be willing to come back.
I do too. Let's all have sex with Notch.
Let's all have sex with Kaylee.
Who?
Dibs. What? The
Who?
mechanic?
Oh,
Firefly?
okay. He's talking about the game. What the hell? Who?
No, I'm talking about the show.
Yeah.
Also dibs.
All right. I'm in the real world. You'll live in your space.
I am.
All right.
You back off.
I get Amy Pond.
Mikey's going to have some arguments with that.
Yeah, Muggy. We'll duke it out.
done.
Done. All right.
I call videotaping.
The biggest release of this week was Angry Birds Space. That came out on the iOS and I believe it's on Android.
Yeah.
And they denied the Windows phone. Windows will not be getting it for like 4 months or something like that.
Forever.
Yeah, it just, yeah.
Microsoft getting a taste of their own medicine.
Oh yeah, it was.
Ooh.
There's like, yeah, they're delaying it. It's going to cost like $10 instead of the $1.99 or free on Android. So, yeah, stupid. Also, they are in talks with Nickelodeon to bring an animated series to the station. So, yeah, I won't be watching it, but
An Angry Birds TV show.
yeah, you got the bomb guy. He's a funny one.
Worst idea
This movie
ever.
existed like a month ago. Angry Birds.
It's the
serious.
worst idea ever.
We have the PSP
Let's go.
continues to outsell the Vita in Japan. Sorry, Vita.
I've said some shit about this before already too. It's because there's no system sellers in Japan yet. They don't care about the stuff that we like here, like Uncharted and stuff. They don't give a shit out there. They want their Monster Hunter. They want their big JRPGs. They need those. And until they come out, nobody's going to switch over to the Vita because all that stuff's available on the PSP. It's
Yeah.
it's not like we're talking quantum physics here. It's
Sorry, Japan. You like crappy cell-shaded games. Okay, number one sexy story of the week. Prey 2 is delayed, possibly canceled. The development team, who was supposed to go to GDC and have their own kind of little conference thing,
Let me get my knife.
they canceled only a few weeks before GDC actually started because of an unknown issue. The developer is not commenting on the issue of the actual delay or the actual cancel of it, possibly. So, because there's no comment, most people are thinking this could be end of Prey 2, which kind of sucks because the gameplay was actually turning out to look pretty cool. But right now it seems to be in some kind of virtual trash can.
It's in development hell.
Yeah.
This thing could burn. I don't care. I'm one of the few people I think that owns Prey 1 and played through it. I enjoyed it. You're supposed to be a Native American, and
Remember in Prey when when you're getting abducted and Blue Oyster Cult is playing on the jukebox?
Yes.
Fucking Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the reason I bought that game. And then I sold it because it was terrible.
Yeah,
Is it actually that bad?
No, it's okay.
No.
It didn't age very well. It was a launch
Because
title. But
I thought about picking it up at some point because I did hear a lot of good things about it. But those launch titles, like
Yeah.
you're saying, they haven't held up very well.
you play with almost like a Portal system.
Okay.
Love Portal.
It's really cool, and it was pretty revolutionary when it came out, and I had a good time. But now they were just like exactly what a lot of shooters and shit do, is just make it more like Call of Duty. And then you see this it had nothing to do with it. Like, I just saw the trailer or whatever it was, the initial video that came out for Prey 2, and it just looked nothing like Prey 1. And it's just like, that's just called something else. Make a new IP. Don't call it Prey 2. I don't know.
but
Whatevs.
overall, you say I shouldn't try out Prey 1 eventually.
I'll lend it to you.
Oh, okay.
I own it.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're not going to get it back for 2 months.
Well, you said it was okay. I told you I'd take forever to play stuff. All right, well, those were the sexy news stories of the week. Call of Duty didn't make it on this list, so this is probably one of the sexiest yet.
Okay. We're actually going to throw something new in there this week.
Wait.
What?
You only got one.
I got one. Oh, yeah, if you were listening
And it's
last
a
weekend,
half.
I was trying to kill off all of Joe's rumors, and I only could get one. I don't know what other rumors he has.
Don't
They're
worry about
probably
it.
all actually awful. I mean, you could probably just turn off the podcast now, because they're going to be terrible in a few minutes.
No, we're going to be ripping on some Mass Effect and
Okay, yeah,
some
you should just
Nintendo.
turn it off, guys. Sorry. We'll see you
And,
next week, or come back in 10
Definitely
minutes.
ripping on
Skip ahead,
Nintendo.
whatever.
So
Okay, we're gonna throw something new in there this week. We're actually gonna try to accomplish this every week. We're gonna go through this week in gaming history.
Hooray!
Woohoo!
hooray!
So March 26th, 1993, Kirby's Adventure was released for the NES. That's kind of cool. You want to read a few of these off, or you want me to just?
I don't have
Just
to
pull
look
through.
up in any.
March 19th, 94, Super Metroid came out for the SNES. March 20th, 1997, the best Castlevania of all time came out, Symphony of the Night.
I love Castlevania.
March 24th, 2003, Zelda Wind Waker came out.
That's it.
And that's it. Those are that's this week in gaming. So, yeah, fucking A. That was kind of cool.
All right. Everyone, see if we have more emails.
Oh,
I probably should have
the
done
other
this.
one. We can start off with that one.
In
Yes.
huh?
Gonna fill in
Well,
some
we-
airtime with
we-
some singing.
we could-
yeah.
What? I'm sorry. What? I was distracted. I was
Start rumors and check
I was
email through.
looking at my phone. No, because emails come.
Okay.
I think I sent. Never mind.
All right, we're gonna start this.
All right, we're starting emails right after my balls come out of Mark's mouth.
Yeah. No way.
All right, here we go. Brendan asked, "Do you think that video games will ever adapt?" I should probably read these. Do you think that video games will adopt the idea that Kindle's use, where you could lend books to someone? Do you think that video games will?
Ooh, I like this one. Okay.
Can I finish?
Yeah, by all means. My nipples are hard.
Do you think that video games will adopt digital rentals / lending?
I don't know if you would do that through the system. I don't know. They want their $60.
I think they're going to allow something like that, almost like the trials, or like the on PSN, where you
Like
get the
the
1
1
hour.
hour.
Some kind of thing like that, where maybe the person, especially when we go all digital in the future, when you get your code, and then maybe you log in to your buddy's system like you can do now. I don't know how it works. Something with a code where they can check it out for a small period of time. And I think they'd be interested in doing that, because by showcasing their game off to because a lot of games get sold by word of mouth, you know what I mean? If your buddy's like, yeah, check this game out, and then you do play it and you do like it, it'll only mean more sales for the developers in the end.
Yeah.
I hope that made sense. I was trying to say something, and
I got
Words
it.
came out. We
yeah,
got it.
words came out and stuff, and formed sentences, kind of. Yeah,
Kind of.
yeah.
I like the idea of the 1 hour demos because I do like that about the PS3. But with the new generation consoles come out, that's a possibility. Because right now it's set up to basically it's the developer who can set up to have the 1 hour demo. Like I know the Kingdoms of Amalur had the 1 hour demo, but most of the games that come out on 360 at this point will generally have like a few levels. But I mean, they can definitely change that and just give you like a 1 hour demo of it would be, a little bit more enjoyable. I don't think for some games like Call of Duty, we only have a 5 hour campaign. Or demo, you're almost done with the game. But
Well, they'll probably give you a multiplayer demo for it, and
Yeah, that
only
could be
let
true.
you stop at like level 5.
they can
You-
even
you
do that
can-
for like games that are out, which would be nice to have like a multiplayer, single player demo. They could even like put that through like the gold membership. Another incentive to have gold is just that's how PSN has the plus. One of their incentives is those demos, which Microsoft could definitely implement.
Fucking A, sir.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Mark
Yeah.
pretty much covered all my opinions.
Yeah.
No insight here,
Okay, rock on.
probably. Yeah.
Delete.
Let's go on to the next question here.
Next question. Jason asks, how do you feel music has influenced video games and vice versa? I'll be honest, I'm getting 100% sick of hearing 8-bit versions of new songs.
What games have been doing that though?
No, you could go on YouTube.
Oh, I know they all do that, but like
I'm so sick of 8-bit
usually that's
versions
not
of
in
songs.
games though. Usually those are
No.
like people redoing them. But yeah, I
Well,
know.
no,
what I mean.
that's video games affecting
Except heavy
music.
metal 8-bits are pretty awesome most of the time.
No.
A lot of stuff's more memorable than others. Like, I mean, I
Red
could
Dead.
start singing some crap from even a more recent game, and you won't know what it is as well as me going like do 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 do. You automatically know what that is. So, I mean,
the
it's
second
just
level of Mario.
it's just influenced like culture so much more than I don't know. I think it was more powerful a long time ago, but nowadays the music's better. But
Well, like it does like it adds like atmosphere to the game. Like some of the best parts in Alan Wake, the American Nightmare, was where like the music played. I don't want to spoil what's happening then, but that music adds so much to actually the game. It just feels so much awesome.
Alan Wake is fucking horrifying.
It is
I
horrible.
love that
well,
game.
that's what I was actually going to bring up. Soon as you reminded me of it with Alan Wake, is it's the same thing like with horror movies. I mean, when you're watching a slasher flick,
There's like constant bass drops somehow.
you know
like,
the
out of
bad
nowhere.
guys around the corner when
Yeah.
the music changes.
Oh,
It lets
Alan
you-
Wake
it lets
just
you
starts
know.
playing the music just to fuck with you, and then nothing comes out.
Oh, the horror
That
movies do
pisses
that
me
too,
off.
and then like a cat jumps out of a tree just to like freak you out a little bit and throw you off before the killer comes in and kills the two teenagers having premarital sex or whatever they're doing.
I like how that's his like fallback point.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that happens all
I
the
do my
time.
thing. It's one of the rules, man.
I'm sure people are listening to it right now while they're having sex.
Yeah,
Premarital sex, of
Yes.
course.
Hey,
So you're all
our
awesome
podcast.
people, and you should tell us that you were doing that.
This gets
At this
people in
time.
the mood, man. We're aphrodisiacs.
Dude, Tony's like silky smooth voice.
I should turn
man.
up the bass on his voice.
Oh yeah, make it velvety.
Hello. Try to do
Apparently
that.
I don't need to.
the mat thing. Hello.
Hello.
Can't be done. I could throw Matt's voice in here because I have it saved. Hello there.
You're gonna hear a special appearance of Matt. He's not here, but he is in spirit
Yeah, he is.
as velvet.
All right, what else is going on in the world?
Jason would like to also know, what is your favorite video game sound effect?
Oh, I love the ones in Mass Effect for the warp. Oh, I choose a character with warp just because of that sound. It's so good.
A bittersweet one that I actually enjoy, but you hate hearing it as you're playing, is Sonic losing his coins.
Oh yeah.
It's a cool sound effect, but you're like every
It's
time it
awful.
actually
You
happens,
just
you're,
are like,
you're just
"Fuck."
like, oh.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, I know. That's what that sound actually has made me put down Sonic sometime. Like, I can't win.
No,
You know what sound I like? When you're playing Gears of War and you nail the active reload.
yeah, that's actually cool.
Yeah,
too.
that's a nice little click.
And that'll put a big smile on the on Jason's face. The guy
Oh,
asks the
yeah.
question. He'll be like, yeah,
I also like
Gears
that
references.
the sound effect once everything's dead.
In what? In Gears?
Yeah.
What the hell?
No, that was me. Don't worry about it. Go on.
Damn.
My phone's off, but somehow it's still playing.
Yeah.
Eh.
The toasty guy, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah, dude. Toasty. That's pretty cool, too. That had a lot of, like, thumps and thuds in it, like, during the fatalities when you got, like, smashed into spikes. Like, a lot of... like,
I like listening to Nightwolf, like, throughout the entire game.
oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
I'm not going to throw Nightwolf in here again, but...
Yeah. The lightsaber, like, activation sound.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah, that's cool, too.
You just know something badass is about to happen when it goes on.
There's a lot of, like, I know during...
You know what TV show had amazing sound effects in the fact that they had none? Firefly. There's no sound in space.
This is true.
And Joss Whedon didn't put sound in space.
Yeah, that's true. When they warp away, there's just...
Yeah, it's just silent. It's awesome.
You watch it. You can see... You can almost, like, see the sound, which is kind of cool, but you don't hear it.
Yeah.
Fucking A. All right.
I'm done with emails.
Let's move on to the rumor mill then, shall we?
No.
No.
Let's take a nap. I'm tired.
Nap time.
All right, nap time. All right.
This nap brought to you by Forward Compatible Podcast. All rights reserved.
We're gonna get sued. Anyway, Mass Effect 3 writer slams controversial ending. And here's the rumor behind this. Apparently, Casey Hudson and lead writer Mac Walters wrote the ending and basically just ignored the rest of the team's input.
That's the rumor right now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, are Casey Hudson and Mac Walters the lead?
They're kind of the
This is
leads,
right
yeah.
next to them. They're the lead. Then it's at any job.
I mean, either way, it comes up to them anyway.
Yeah, it's how it is at any place of employment. The higher
No,
ups
yeah, they're
have
still
the final
they're still
word.
the bosses. They still have
That's-
the final say,
That's why they're the higher ups.
so they get paid more.
Yeah, they have final say.
Whatever. All I'm saying is, don't blame all the writers. Just blame Mac Walters. He's the lead writer.
Yeah, I could see you making that argument. It's just it's disappointing. It's a disappointing ending.
I still haven't played it, but I say blame none of them. It's a video game. They tried to give you a fun experience. Not
failed.
everybody's gonna like everything. You know what I mean?
The gameplay is great. It just people don't like the last 5 minutes of the game, basically.
Yeah, but you can't make everybody. You can't.
But what's awesome about Mass Effect is this is one of the first games in a long time where I actually hate some of the decisions I had to make in this one. Like, there's some really freaking hard choices where you have to basically kill off some people you like, which is awful. Like, I had to kill off my favorite character because there's no way I could save him. It was just the worst. And it actually made me care about it. And then, I know people probably wanted the better ending. I can't spoil what happens, but yeah, I'm gonna stop there before I go further.
You're totally reminding me of another spoilers, people. Another ending that kind of bothered me because of the choices it made me make, and it was hard at the very end, which was Fable 2.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Yeah.
I chose. Sorry, again, spoilers. I
out for a long
chose
time.
my dog. It gives you should I even go into this? I kind of started.
I think
No, you
Fable
can
2's
because
old.
You can.
this is
Fable 2
5
is-
years old.
yeah.
now.
Fable 2's old. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you the choice at the end to I don't even remember the exact thing, so I might be screwing this up a little bit, but it was save your wife, right?
Yeah.
You
Save the
chose
wife
your
or the
you
dog.
chose your best friend instead.
Yeah, and I kept my dog.
I can remarry. Whatever.
Well, dude, I had 4 wives at that point anyway.
Wait, which one? Which one's dying?
I only had one dog, you know what I mean? And he was with me throughout the entire game. The wife would just come around once in a while and bitch about wanting a new house.
Right.
Fuck her.
Fuck that.
So, yeah, but that, I remember a lot of people bitched about the Fable 2 ending as well because of that same
And
thing.
I think
People weren't
that's
happy
why
about
it's
it.
such a big argument right now, is because it's not an ending that anybody wanted, but it needed to be, and because it affected you so deeply, you were even more pissed about it just because
Like I said, I haven't played it. I'm assuming something big happens.
something
okay?
huge happens. Yes.
Yeah. And how else are you supposed to close out a series without something big? You like every
It was a trilogy, so
yeah, every single thing cannot end like with people running through a field with flowers and shit. On a sunny day. Like sometimes shit goes bad. Sometimes shit goes wrong.
Sometimes the Earth blows up.
Yeah.
I really don't know if that's what happened.
I'm pretty sure it's exactly what happens, verbatim.
Oh, well, then I don't
if
need
you
to
play
play
the demo, you know the Earth gets fucked up pretty bad anyway. So
Well, yeah.
That's not spoilers at all.
So, I don't know. I just think people are making way too big of a production about this. They, stop yelling at these guys.
I think it's good. Like, you know how they say any news is good news?
Yeah.
Any press is good news, I guess.
I just think they need to stop bugging these guys and making such a big ordeal about it. They're trying to give you a fun time, It's one video game out of your entire video gaming career.
They gave you a kick-ass multiplayer when you all said no.
Yeah. And nobody bitches when the COD campaign's small and,
Yeah, somehow.
you're only getting that from multiplayer. Just,
Yeah.
give them a break, guys.
All right,
They
moving
tried.
on. Mark, what was your news story about the ending in Mass Effect?
I don't think I had it. What?
Not
You
this one.
did.
Oh, you're talking about how they're going to redo it?
Yeah.
There's a possibility that they might redo it.
Well, because it was so terrible and that everyone hated it. And speaking of that, the rumor goes Mass Effect 3 is getting refunded by Amazon. People are getting refunds because
Really?
they complain enough.
Stupid.
Right?
Again, people, it's just because you want your money back.
This is still...
It's not that bad of an
I don't
ending.
think this is happening, though.
I actually have 2 pictures of refund receipts. Hold on.
That's just ridiculous. Like,
Wait for it.
It's a game. You had a good time with it. It's the last 5 minutes that you got mad at. And it's stupid. People are idiots. You enjoyed the previous 25 hours, and then you hated, last 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's
Because that's why everyone... I have not seen a single complaint about anyone hating the story up to that point.
It's just the last 5 minutes.
It's the decisions along the way make you care about the game more.
And that just means it's a well-written
It's
game,
very-
and they
it's
did
still
their
well
job.
written, even
That's
though
why Fables do so well.
Yeah, do you see how much they made you care about all this? That
Yeah.
means the guys did their job. It wasn't as bad of a game as everybody's making it like.
yeah, it has 9s and 10s across the board anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. Silly bitches.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Moving on, indeed.
Bethesda they're scrapping Prey 2. We don't need to talk about that.
Ruined.
Mark, you're a dick.
Ruined.
Gotta get one.
Wii U?
No, I'm gonna. Okay. That'll be the next one. Zynga games coming to 360.
Yay!
Farmville.
Maybe they can steal other people's ideas and bring them to 360 now. I don't know. They're fucking lame.
I can
Why?
finally keep my
Why?
cafe up and running on my 360
Why?
without having to go 6 inches to my computer and do it there.
This is so unnecessary.
Best thing ever. And you know what's sad is they're going to do well, too. There's Zynga games.
Yeah, I don't
Moms
think every
are buying
single
360s.
Yeah, every little thing doesn't have to be available on every single platform. Just
Yes, it does.
More people have Facebook.
Everything
than
needs to stream
anything
Netflix.
else.
Everything needs to access Facebook.
yep, everything needs built-in Wi-Fi.
I found that funny about the Tropico 4. I just got that this week. I didn't even add that. I did play Tropico 4 this week on 360. They have Facebook integration with anything you do. So you can post every score of every mission after you finish it.
Yeah, and trust me, nobody cares.
Yeah, no, I couldn't care.
I like video games, and I
don't need
when I'm on
Facebook.
my Facebook feed, I don't give a shit when it says, "Oh, this buddy popped this trophy" or "this buddy," and I actually like video games.
Yeah.
Who
I
gives
think
a
I
fuck?
did used to like all of Joe's when he got trophies on PS3 for a
Think
while
of people
there.
that don't care
all of
about
them.
video games.
You liked everything I did.
Because each trophy he got was a different update, and I liked them all. Then you go to Facebook, and there's a picture up where he got like 49 likes or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should put that on the forward compatible wall.
So he's a dick.
All right, moving on. This link won't come up, so we apparently cannot talk about the
It's not a rumor anymore.
Wii U controller details.
Oh.
It's going to have a screen. It's going to be stupid. Everything's covered.
It might control stuff.
That's a good rumor. It's going to have a screen, it's stupid. Rumor is.
Wii U might be ditching the Wii U name.
Good. You're gonna call it something cool, other than my
Wii-
penis on you.
We better.
We better.
Still say they call it the Nintendo. Still. Stand by
They
that
could
shit.
do it, but
I like We better. It's grown on me since our first.
it
episode.
has. I used to make fun of it, but it's fine now. Whatever. I just hope the new 360 isn't called Durango. I hate that one right now.
Yeah, but they called Connect Natal when they were making it. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
true,
Those
too.
there's a difference between Codename and
Yeah.
like the Wii U was Cafe. Right,
Cafe World.
It was called Cafe. Yeah.
The Wii was
Horse.
Revolution.
Yeah. That wasn't not that bad, though.
The Vita
That
was
was terrible to
NGP.
talk in retail about, though.
No, NG.
You got the Revolution?
Yeah.
Next generation.
Next
Have you
generation
heard about the
portable.
Revolution?
No revolutions, Mark.
All right.
Stop it.
All right.
Meh.
Go play Fable for revolutions.
Oh, okay.
Nintendo. Tony, this one's not on your list,
Okay.
and we are saving the best for last,
Rock
or
on.
the saddest for last.
Oh,
Best for last. Nintendo is working on new franchises.
finally. Took you goddamn long enough. Hey, Mario is still sort of cool, but you don't have anybody else at this point.
Link.
Metroid.
That's
Bite
true,
your
he
tongue.
is
You
part of
bite
them.
your tongue, sir.
That's true, yeah. I mean, they try to re-bring back Star Fox. That didn't work
I would
out.
like a little more of an adult-themed Zelda once in a while, but I do enjoy Zeldas.
You're talking about Nintendo. What's adult about Nintendo?
No, yeah, but like still, like
Nothing.
just, like
Yeah, nothing.
Christ.
Because ultimately, Nintendo's a console, and what did the guy at CompUSA say today?
He said
Consoles are for
nothing.
kids.
He's a silly bastard.
He did say consoles are for kids.
There's one guy, yeah, and he's the minority. And, silly bitch.
And I ran across half the aisle
He
just
did,
to
he
do
did.
this right to
He
Tony.
started pointing at my face.
He
He's
did
like, "What
the,
did he say
Tiger Woods
there?
fist
in
pump
your
right there."
face, in your face."
No, I literally ran across half
he
the
started
aisle.
humping. He started humping the air. He's like, "In your face, Tony! In
Grab
your
your computer
face!"
monitors. Ugh.
Little kids were in the corner
Yeah, man.
crying, scared.
Well, that's
That
what
has
we
to be
need.
on YouTube. Man,
Only
go
some
get
of
the
this
security
happened, by the
footage
way.
because that would be at least 100,000 views in the first.
right. That actually probably would
You
be.
gotta ask. You gotta ask.
Oh
You're
man,
you're a frequent customer. You can ask for some security footage. No big
I
deal.
am pretty frequent to CompUSA. All right, last and saddest rumor of the week.
Here's my Sass violin.
Who hit a mic?
I know not these things.
This is a Sass violin. This isn't me hitting the mic.
I heard someone
Everyone
hit a
can
mic.
hear Sass violin right now.
Someone hit a mic.
All right.
I hate
do
you
it.
all.
What's the rumor, sir?
Yeah, you know.
It was probably Mark's foot.
Sounds like something I might do.
All right. Rumor is that Sony is going to close down Zipper Interactives in the next few weeks.
That is lame.
That is lame. Zipper, if you don't know, is SOCOM and Unit 13.
As well as Mag.
And
which
Mag, yes.
is probably the best first-person shooter the PlayStation 3 has to offer.
I think that one might be.
Never mind.
What were you thinking?
Oh yeah,
Warhawk.
first person. That's
Fucking love Warhawk.
Yeah. Yeah, Mag was a great game until all the pussies started bitching about how the Severs were overpowered, even though they weren't. They were actually the most underpowered, but all the
I
skilled
thought he was trying to
players.
say servers there because I didn't have the gun.
No, Sever was There was 3 factions that you had to play as:
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Ravens, the Severs, and
I did the beta for that. That's all I did for it.
the beta was atrocious compared to the game.
Yeah, I wasn't. It wasn't.
No,
into
the
that.
game's really.
It
good.
doesn't
They
even
fixed-
matter anymore because Mark don't have a PS3.
Yeah,
I do,
sorry
sort
about
of.
that, Mark.
My home
Anyway,
base
it's a
is
good
here.
game, and I was
My home base is your basement. It's my home PS3.
I was looking forward to Mag 2 being announced one of these days, and it just never came and never came. And now, if this is true, it still won't come.
I mean, they'll still be out there, but they're going to take.
Zipper's a really good developer, though.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I'm
not
sure
their fault.
you
Unit
still
13
make
is
stuff.
really good.
Unit 13's good, Mag's good. SOCOM only bombed because of Sony's
Yeah,
dumbass got
Sony's
hacked
fuck up.
the week that fucking SOCOM 4 was supposed to release. Who the hell was going to go buy a multiplayer-based, like, main component game as there was the big, huge outage and everybody was just,
I mean,
scared of buying anything Sony?
There was a few people who did purchase it, and it was glitchy as well. And there's no way to update it when the network's down, so they'd discourage anyone from buying it really for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah. It's just bad timing. So
But Unit 13's done pretty well.
it's a good game. Good game. If
game.
you got a Vita, go get the Unit 13. It's the best shooter, probably the only real shooter out, but it's actually really good. So
It's third person. It plays a lot like Gears.
Yeah.
Take cover, run,
Knife.
knife. Yeah.
Love the knife. Love the
Yeah, it's
stealth in that
fucking
game.
badass. That game is awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
We got any more rumors? Well, that was the saddest one, correct?
That's it.
I hope that one's not true.
Me too.
But that brings us to a special time of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here comes the music.
And that is, what are you doing? Why are you messing with my mixer? It's time for
Tony's topic of the week. I tried to beat you. What'd you do to my voice this whole time?
Something weird just happened.
Why are you giggling
We
like a little
apologize.
silly
There was
schoolgirl?
technical difficulties.
Joe's
difficulties. I did that on purpose.
Joe's giggling like a little schoolgirl. What'd you do to me?
Nothing.
Is my voice gonna be all goofy for that
Maybe.
thing? 'Cause I could
The
totally.
whole thing?
This whole part, is it still doing it?
No.
All right, that's good.
It can though.
Okay.
You want it?
Now this week, it's not as controversial as they usually are. I just figured we could all kind of talk about it. It's more of a discussion, kind of figure it all out. I'm sure it'll get sidetracked though. So anyway, this week we are talking about East versus West.
I don't get it.
Japan versus
Oh, yeah, fuck
yeah.
Japan. You got cell shading bullcrap.
Now we're gonna try to like stay a little bit like on top, like take it one thing at a time instead of going all nuts.
This is gonna bring up a total douchebag.
What?
The guy I was talking about the other week.
Something about hand jobs?
No, the guy that made Fez.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Phil Fish.
Guy who made
Fez.
Fez basically came out and said, Japan, your games suck.
In front of like 10,000
In front of like 10,000 people.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, it's like, he's not supposed to say that, but it's kind of true in regards to America towards Japanese games. We kind of hate all of yours.
Well, that's fine.
It's just
but
it's for your audience and not for us. But,
Yeah. Phil Fish should shut the fuck up and go die.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I don't really know what he does.
Don't buy Fez.
What the hell is Fez?
Well, for me,
He's
his
that
like
homosexual guy from That 70s Show.
for me historically, obviously, I think we all did. Doing a quick mental thing in my head, we all became video gamers because of Japan.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
true. It's sagas.
We all, except for Mark, we all started on the NES,
Dreamcast and Genesis.
yeah, which are all Japanese.
Yeah.
And they ran the show. They really did. And back in the day, they pumped out hit after hit after hit after hit. The only stuff that the United States was doing was anything pouring out of Activision, which was huge during the Atari days, but kind of fell off during the 8-bit days. So historically, we shouldn't be too mean because
They still give us our consoles.
we all do that. Well, not even all of them. The Xbox is
Well, they're still developed over there, but yeah, I know it's still made for America.
Xbox is pure Washington State.
yeah.
Well,
We should go to Seattle.
yeah, we should.
Record a podcast from Seattle.
Yeah, we'll go up to the oh man, what's the pin thing?
The needle,
The needle.
Space Needle, or whatever.
We could probably set that up.
Okay.
My aunt
So-
works for the PD over there.
Oh yeah. All right. Next week.
So, what do you guys think of the evolving art style, Japan versus West?
What, evolving
we-
anime?
So referred to.
From an artistic standpoint, we are not impressed in the least bit with your anime style. We hate on it all the time, and this is coming from people I know in the industry. You will not get a job in America if you come in with a single anime character, because it is just we absolutely hate it in the industry. There's no nice way to say it. There's no love for the anime style in America with developers.
It's dying like quickly.
Yes,
In the
it's
States.
it's completely dead.
There's a few people I know. Like I really like. I don't know who out of our friends I'd like to have one of them host one day. I'd like to get a JRPG fan on here that really knows what the hell
Christine?
they're talking about. Okay, that's fine. See, that's what I'm trying to say though.
This bad
There
news
are
all
like
over.
they're like 1 out of 100 gamers, but they're so ridiculously pro.
Oh, yeah.
anything Japan.
Yeah.
where they'll even stick up for it or buy some no name anything just because it's a Japanese release, and they'll just hate on everything that's not out of Japan.
Yeah, we really need Christine because she'll buy anything if it says Atlas.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. One day I'd like to get somebody on. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
by all means, I just
Yeah, no, it's totally what I mean. I know a lot of people in the industry, and the number one thing they say when you're making your portfolio, never put a single thing that looks Japanese because it will never be used. Not impressive, and that's just the number one topic basically for like character artists. Never do that basically. It's not used by anyone in America.
Yeah.
So, and for some reason, there's a lot of resentment towards it. Like the people I have talked to, they do show signs that they absolutely hate the art style.
they're not selling here.
Oh
at
no,
all
they don't sell here at
anymore.
all. Really, I mean, like you said, like 1 in 100 maybe.
Yeah. For me, the art style's like it's clear as day. You know what I mean? They're just worlds apart. I could just look at one screenshot and tell you, if it's European and American or if it's Japanese. Just it's so blatantly obvious. I was kind of talking about earlier with Square Enix, the way they develop all their characters, like the hair with all the single strand. It's just like it's so blatantly them. The way their artistic style, all the guys are so emoed out and like these dumbass fucking hairdos like that just like are all like well coiffed off to the side and spiking like in weird directions. It's just so blatantly them compared to what we do over here.
America likes hyperreal, and Japanese don't do.
See, Mark's going to school for all this. He knows
Yeah.
the technical
Yeah,
terms. I just know
hyperreal,
what
basically as real as it gets.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. That's what we strive for. Anything less usually is not good enough, unless that's what you're going for your game. But
When you say
What do you guys think about the
hyperreal,
art style?
REAL?
Hyperreal is good, but unless you're in that, what do they call it, the uncanny valley. I was just hearing about this recently. It's that phenomenon with my nuts here. Or,
no,
no. Am I just talking out my ass? or-
explain more. No,
Please do.
Uncanny valley, isn't that refers to the? It's an art style that attempts to be realistic, but it sort of ends up in execution being kind of creepy, kind of lifeless looking, and it's.
You're talking about like Killzone 2.
I haven't played Killzone.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. It's one of the best looking games, and they fixed it for Killzone 3. It looks, but it, like you said, it's like lifeless.
it looks. Yeah, I do know what you mean.
but
I did
it
do
looks
Killzone 2.
gorgeous. It's like one of the best.
Pretty,
looking,
but everything looks dead. Like
Yeah.
I think it was like the color palette or something. Just like it gave no life to it. Just meant it looks. I don't know. It was just very like very dead world. That's what it
yeah,
was.
yeah, very pretty though. Yeah, it's cool. That's got to be more of a Western thing, yeah.
I assume so.
Well, we don't like dead worlds either. Like you have to get some kind of life in the background basically, unless you're I Am Alive where you have no background. That's a hit.
see.
That's a hit at I Am Alive.
What do you think, Joseph? Art style wise,
See, to be honest, I don't care either way as long as the story is good. For me, what lacks with Japanese games is the story. They're so fucking long and dragged out, especially the Final Fantasy games.
all right, we're gonna get into RPGs in a minute, but first I want to touch on fighting games, East versus West.
Yes!
Yes, I knew this was gonna get you pumped.
Mortal Kombat!
Why don't you kick us off, bro? Mortal Kombat, yes, versus, but you like the Jap ones too.
Soul Calibur?
You do.
I do like Soul Calibur. It is very, very fast.
I'm a Street Fighter fan as well. See, this is another thing that goes back. It reverts back to our childhood. I used to love Street Fighter 2. I was a big Mortal Kombat. I liked Mortal Kombat better, but Street Fighter was excellent. Soul Calibur, the one for Dreamcast, was amazing. I used to be a big Japanese fighting game fan, and nowadays I only like Mortal Kombat. Soul Calibur was alright that day we played by you, but I wouldn't know if I'd buy that personally.
No, not for $60.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go again.
What?
See? That's the discussion we're having. What do you guys think?
I definitely see the differences in the like American to the Japanese. American is a lot. It's gorier, but we were kind of raised in blood, basically.
Yeah.
You look at any primetime TV, it's usually a murder crime solving case. And then I'm not a huge fighting game fan, but I have done like Street Fighter, and they're very clean compared to Mortal Kombat.
I'm actually trying to Google something from our youth as well. I don't remember, unless you guys can save me the time, who made Primal Rage, because I used to love that.
Good. What were you going to say? You can go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, okay.
Primal Rage was developed by Atari, so that was out of California then. Okay, Primal Rage, that was another one from my youth that I really enjoyed.
Just the dinosaurs, right?
Yep.
Fighting dinosaurs.
I played that a little bit. Arcades or something.
Was this before your time? You not?
No, I didn't have that one. No.
Primal Rage is fun, dude.
Yeah.
It was like it was kind of like a Mortal Kombat clone. They had a guy named Blizzard who had the ability to freeze. You know what I mean? He was like a big monkey, and his brother, kind of like how Scorpion and Sub-Zero were, was Chaos. And I forgot what he did. There was like a couple Tyrannosaurus Rexes, a Velociraptor, a big like Brachiosaurus or Brontosaurus or what have you, one of those type things. It was a good time. You like the way you beat the game is the leveling system they had was you'd fight somebody, and there'd be like the little followers in the background, like the little humans that would worship you, and as you take down their whatever the first opponent they threw at you, you'd acquire their worshippers, and you'd be able to have enough worshippers to go against the next person, the next, and the next, and
Nice.
So, well, it's kind of cool. It's a fun game. Okay.
Are we going to touch on racing games?
We will.
Awesome.
First, we're going to do the RPGs, though, because let's do RPGs last, because that's kind of the big one.
No one cares about RPGs.
Yeah, I do. Well,
what are you talking
I'm
about?
not sure what we're considering an RPG at this point.
No, Western RPG versus
like Mass Effect 3 is considered RPG.
That's
Mass
a
Effect
Western.
2 was not.
And then you got like pretty much everything coming out of Bethesda. Or I guess we're doing RPGs now.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, all your Elder Scrolls, your pretty much anything Bethesda made. Your Fallouts. Those are all Western RPGs.
Yeah.
Which the RPG is inherently Japanese. They invented the entire genre.
Yeah.
But
we cleaned it up.
we completely took it over. I mean, they have like one series that they're barely hanging on to, and
it's starting to get less and less in the USA.
Yeah.
Each game.
I don't like any of them. Which, of course, we're talking about the Final Fantasy series. Personally, I don't like any of them. But for the people that are fans of the series, they only seem to enjoy one out of every 3 or 4 that come out anyway.
I mean, we just started up the Dragon Age series is big now.
It's another big RPG in the
Dark
States.
Souls, I forgot the first one now. Yeah,
Demon Souls.
There you go. So you got those two were sold immense amounts of games. Yeah, those are the big new ones, I guess, RPG wise.
I mean, you even have those like hybrids, for lack of a better word, like a Red Dead.
Fallout.
It's not quite. Well, Fallout's a pretty blatant RPG, I think.
Yeah, Fallout's very RPG. Nah. That's why, like, Red Dead doesn't have like that leveling up.
That's why I'm saying it's like a hybrid. It's more of an open world sandbox, but they're derived from RPGs. That's where the sandbox idea came from. It just wasn't. It didn't take itself as seriously as JRPGs do. But I don't know. Nobody.
Anyone else RPGer? No.
Ever since I've discovered sandbox RPGs, the linear Final Fantasies don't really do much for me anymore. So I don't know.
It's because linear games are dumb.
My problem with Final Fantasy, like, and I guess just JRPGs in general, their menu screens are so ugly, and you generally have to spend quite a bit of time in their menus. Final Fantasy, you gotta go through your inventory. It's just, I don't know, it's really ugly looking to me. Looks very not current compared to what I'm used to, I guess. While you got, Fallout's got that, freaking cool Pip-Boy in your wrist,
Love that thing.
Yeah, I love that thing.
I want a real one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, even their, like, their basic design is so different, and one I like, one I hate.
Can I throw something in there that I meant to start this whole thing off with?
And
no, man.
It's too late.
Reverse.
You've gone too far.
Totally forgot. I wanted to, just in case people just don't care enough to pay attention where some shit comes from, I kind of made like a short list of region specific.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, start with like.
Yep, fucked up.
No, I just hit down. Okay, with like Japanese games that have come out over the years, some of the bigger titles like Ace Attorney, Bomberman, Dead or Alive, Devil May Cry, the Dragon Quests, Earthbound, F-Zero, Final Fantasy, Fire Emblems, Golden Sun, Harvest Moon, Mark's fave, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts was the shit.
The Kirby games, Mario
that was
games.
Americanized, though.
But the Mario games are kind of iffy because they were actually Nintendo of America that made them, but they're still Japanese styled. The Mega Mans, the Metroids, Monster Hunter, Ninja Gaiden.
Love Ninja Gaiden.
Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Super Smash Brothers, the Zelda games. Those are your bigger Japanese style games.
A lot of those have like shifted over towards the American style of
little by little they've been coming over.
Yeah, I mean Resident Evil. I mean it still has like the hair look to it, but it's hybrid as well.
That's even what's happening with Zelda. I mean, Zelda, like every single fucking Zelda opens the same way, and it's just like, wake up! Like everybody's always sleeping in those games. But then they turn into those hybrids as well.
That's how Halo 4 is going to start.
Calm down,
Yeah,
sir.
most likely.
He's going to be in cryo.
He's fine.
Chief, wake the fuck up.
It's gonna be good. Though, wake the fuck up, Chief.
Damn it, Cortana.
They never let him get a good night's sleep. Always getting woken up to bullshit.
All right, then some stuff coming out the States and Europe. Okay, we got the Golden Eyes, Assassin's Creed, the Banjo-Kazooies, the Battletoads, Bioshocks, Boy
Fucking
Blob,
Battletoads.
the biggest series of all time, Call of Duties,
Stupid.
Chrono Triggers, Conduits, Crash Bandicoots, which are half and half because that's another hybrid. Duke Nukem, Earthworm Jim, Epic Mickey, Gears of War, God of War, the Halos, the Grand Theft Autos. As you can see, more of these, as I'm going down this list, are more modern, as opposed to the ones from Japan, which all came out in the 80s and 90s. But Little Big Planet, Minecraft that we were talking about earlier, Mortal Kombat, all the sporting series, obviously, like the NHLs, the Maddens, all that crap.
Canada. Woo!
Yeah, Red Dead, the Rock Bands, the Sim games, Star Wars games, the Uncharted series, which is, for me.
Only for Tony.
Yeah, like I said, that all the ones I was listing just now,
Uncharted.
those are stuff that came out in the
Tony.
last two gens, and the ones I was listing on the Japanese games are from the first few console gens. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it seems like there's a big power shift. Japan's kind of hanging on to.
A thread?
No, just older IPs that have these
Yeah.
longevity and
Final Fantasy with its XXXX game that's coming out this year.
SSX?
Oh no, I was talking about it's like 95 or what? No, a lot. I did like 5X's. Final Fantasy 50 is coming out this year, guys. Go pick it up. No, don't do it. It's fucking
yes,
crap.
do it.
I don't know, but yeah, the Roman numerals get freaking ridiculous because it's been around for that long.
There's so many goddamn sub games too.
Oh yeah, and then you got the twos after it. Like, yeah,
geez.
it's freaking ridiculous. I know it's your series, but you gotta let it go eventually. You can't. I mean, it's been at least probably 2 decades of Final Fantasy.
How many Final Fantasy games are there?
Like 30 something,
I don't know.
20 something, 30 something.
Yeah, if I actually
It's
get
a
close
lot.
to my random guess of 50, I'd be pretty happy.
Google them shits.
I am. You hold on, sir.
I'm guessing 27.
50.
35.
All right, Joe. Guess before unless you're already cheating and saying.
He's gonna price his right at $1.
I'm gonna take the low.
What was the highest guess?
I just went
50.
50 because I said all the X's.
51.
Oh, this guy.
No. That was my guess.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I thought
Shut up,
I,
Mark.
I
You're not
freaked out
cool.
right there.
You're
Damn it.
adopted.
Oh,
Adopted.
That's the
You're adopted and they regret it.
rumor next week.
Wait a sec. I can't find it.
No,
Really?
just count.
Well, there's clearly 13 of them. 14,
Yeah,
15.
with a few subs.
I can name like
Yeah, that-
18 right
You
now.
you and
I'm not even a
John
fan.
are probably the closest. I doubt it's that.
Just Wikipedia, though.
Why is it
No,
taking so
no.
long?
I got it.
How
Maybe.
many? Yeah, count. Why does one website have this nice total up for us? Because somebody's got to wonder that.
Right there. It's like one
You got to
of the
count
first-
all the
It's one of the
Game
first
Boy.
hits when you put how many F's into Google. 28 games. What did I say? Did I say 27?
It might have. It was
somewhere around there.
yeah, somewhere around there.
No,
I
wait,
think 20 wins either
no,
way.
no. That's as of 2007. So what's come out? Hold on. This is
I think there's like 3
this is an
games
old
that have come
page.
out.
This is an old page.
I think they've had 3 or 4 come out since then because they also had the Game Boy or DS ones come out. So you're probably around 31 or so.
So John wins. Damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they had a lot of little Game Boy.
Yeah, they had a
games and
little-
shit.
There was all that.
the
crap,
Tactics series they started up.
Oh, and
so
Tactics too. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, you probably won.
Oh, here we go.
Good job.
No, wait. 1, 2. No, those are just the main games. Fuck.
That's not getting up to 50 either way. So
58, 59, 60,
what?
61, 62,
They're not 62. Really?
including all the spin-offs. 63, 64, 65,
All right, Joe wins.
66.
Sorry, John. Gotta take your trophy away.
You lose the pillow. Biodome, anybody? No. Okay.
Oh.
Fine, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
All right, I think we can go on with this at this point.
Okay,
though.
are we? Does anybody have anything to say?
We're over 80 with spin-offs.
All right, so
Are we,
over 80.
anybody want to contribute anything to the RPG
I'm
aspect?
done counting.
I'm done counting.
Too many.
Fuck you,
Stop
Final
it.
Fantasy.
Stop it, Final Fantasy.
Die series.
Stop it. You know that shit
Kingdom
was,
Hearts.
Okay, but that was before Square and Enix merged, when it was just
Well, yeah, it'll
Squaresoft
be-
or whatever.
It was just Square.
And they were virtually out of money, and that was like their savior point. That
And
was
then
like,
they had Kingdom Hearts and made a shit ton of money, and then they stopped making them.
well, they were going to
Good,
go out
at
of
least.
business if Final Fantasy 1 wasn't a hit.
Oh, okay. This is way before that.
This is before your
Okay.
time, sir. This was like that's why they actually called it the Final Fantasy, which in Japanese like translates a little differently, kind of like Our Last Shot. And
Our last shot.
it did really, really well, and then they just kept like, how many fucking Final Fantasies can
No.
it's final?
I think it's
And
a
how
joke
many
in itself.
Final Destination movies can you make? Clearly 8.
yeah, it's
100.
clearly not the final destination because there can only be one destination that is final. Because
Why don't
else
you
it's just the second to
Just
last
start calling them
destination.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're going to reach the end of the road eventually.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, okay. Let's move on to racing games.
Hooray! Forza's where it's at.
Forza.
Japan. This is another thing that they had
They had this
by
for
a
long
million
time.
miles. I'm still a big Gran Turismo fan. I like Forza better. I've made no attempts to hide that.
I played both today, actually.
Gran Turismo was everything. Like, it's the reason I got into Sony gaming. I got a PS1 for Gran Turismo and then Gran Turismo 2, and I kept getting the PS2 for it and the PS3, and I bought the Xboxes and the Dreamcasts alongside them, but those were system sellers for me. I'm a big fan of the series. You know, I've always been a gearhead at heart, even since I was a little kid, and Gran Turismo gave me a little escape route into driving
After
some
that
cars.
police incident when you drove your car down the street and got a ticket at the
Yeah.
age of 7 or 8, 9, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Tony's a bad. He's a felon basically.
That's what it pretty much. I'm on the run. I'm a fugitive. No, but yeah, it gave me a chance to drive cars that you never know, but more than likely I'll never get to drive in real life. And they were the first ones to do that. And without them, Forza would never exist because Forza in the end they still got to pay homage to Gran Turismo because they're trying to emulate what Gran Turismo did, and just because they're doing a better job at it currently doesn't mean they don't have all the roots to think or their roots.
Leave him in the dust. Keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah, that goes.
Gran Turismo's not going to go down without a fight.
No,
Wait
it
for
won't.
GT6. They're learning off each other. Like even GT5, they started doing that recommended path, which none of the first 4 ever had. Forza invented that.
Yeah,
And
Forza.
then-
Forza invented that in the first game.
yeah, I know. I have them all.
Gran Turismo could have copied that in GT4. 3.
Yeah, but they
Four.
were 4. It would have been 4, but they were so close to. Maybe they were a couple months before release, and
Yeah.
they're just like, we don't need that shit. And then by the time 5 came out, it was 6 years later. So, but that's the kind of stuff I'm saying. And Forza ripped off stuff too. Like they're going to feed off one another.
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
it's been
that's-
done once. You just
Forza
gotta-
did it first.
Yeah, it's what they're going to have to do. So
I'm still going to stand by my argument that Forza did it first.
Forza did like one thing first.
Simpsons
Yeah,
did it.
they made a good racing game first.
You come on.
But by
I
current
love
day
Gran
standards,
Turismos. Yeah.
they do have the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Forza is the king of that. There's no. That's exactly what I was trying to bring up. It's another thing that Japan had a stranglehold on and let slip.
Wait a sec. You hear that, Christine? Forza's better. Just okay, go.
Why
All
was she a
right.
big Gran Turismo?
I'm
a big GT fan too. Still,
But she will blindly.
just pretend
Because it's
that,
Sony. It's not Microsoft.
Yeah.
You know Christine. She's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
Sony.
Yeah,
Nah.
I like Sony too. Big Sony fan.
Yeah, but you. Never mind.
But I don't have blind loyalty to one company or
Yeah,
another.
that's exactly what she has.
I honest to God look at what's better. You know what I mean?
Forza.
That's how it is. Forza is the better racer. Sorry, guys. I own them both. I'm still a big fan of Gran Turismo as well. Just
Me too.
you
Not
guys
as
don't
big a fan.
care.
Little perspective on racing games.
I really have only done, I think, Gran Turismo 3,
Although,
which came with the PS2. And that was hard for me coming from, like, I used to do, like, the NASCAR games before because I love to go left.
That's the thing, that they were the first ones that were trying to actually be like a simulator. Like everything before that was so cartoony and goofy and just like
I was very young where I wasn't, I wanted to go fast.
yeah, it was like the first game that you can overturn and spin out and
It was hard.
get wheel hop and stuff going around corners. That's insane.
I got Forza 2, 3, and 4. I mean, I went from there.
Yeah.
And,
I have the first one.
I got
Yeah,
all
I
four.
never did the first
See how
one.
much money I have in the first
I
one.
have every Gran Turismo and every Forza ever made.
You should see how much money I have in the first Forza.
As I go back,
I don't-
save file's been deleted, son of a bitch.
It stopped counting.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Okay, another thing I was going to bring up was action games.
What's their action games?
Well, it's another thing that Japan had a stranglehold on.
Red
You
Dead.
think back to the day. Well, you'd have to go way back to think of Nintendo's big.
Mario?
Claims
It's an
to
action
fame.
game, right?
Even stuff like go back to Konami, like with stuff like Contra, and those were the action
okay,
games
yeah.
back in the day. You know what I mean? Even like Ninja Turtles were based off an American animated series, but those video games were freaking awesome, and they were made in Japan. Same thing with Simpsons. That was Konami as well. You know, we way over. Oh, okay.
We're like an hour and 20.
Okay, but
Ish.
you know, with Simpsons too, based off an American television series, but Konami still made it, and those were the action type games, and I remember vividly pumping fistfuls of quarters into those games.
Vividly?
I remember it, sure.
How shiny were those
Is,
quarters?
They were a little dull.
Is Time Crisis,
Japanese.
it is Japanese?
That's,
That is one of the few ones...
that's Konami.
Okay, that's one of the few ones I actually will still play because they'll be at like GameWorks or something. Because I really never had to play the Contra and all that. That was a little bit before me, basically.
Yeah.
So I got into like the
Contra's
later
the first shooter. You guys remember that, right? That shit was a blast. I love Contra.
I hated it.
Oh, you should get slapped.
Get
Use the mic. Use the mic.
No,
but
don't use my mic.
oh, Contra was so
He does
much
it to
fun.
you.
How did you not like that game? Oh, disgusting, Joe.
You're
Anyway.
disgusting.
Yeah, but now I mean,
I like my shooters to be first person. Leave me alone.
They didn't have first persons back in 1985.
Bullshit. When did Doom come out?
93.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Wait a
Poor
sec.
Joe.
I'm probably off a year or two. I'm guessing. I had that question in my throat, like 93,
Close enough. Rolled off the tongue nice enough. Gotta be right.
Let's see.
right? I'm very convincing.
No, I'm looking to see what the actual first person shooter was.
Frankenstein or fuck, what the hell am I trying to
And
think
when
of?
it was.
No, not Frankenstein. what the hell am I thinking of?
Wolfen.
Yeah, the
Wolfenstein.
Nazis,
That's
yeah.
it. That's the first person shooter.
No, I think you're wrong.
I don't believe that's actually true. There weren't like commercial ones, but there were shooters before that.
Well, that's the one that everybody has to think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, with Doom.
The earliest two documented first person shooters were Maze War and
Maze War, that's what I was thinking of.
Spasm.
Yeah, Maze War is, if you ask someone who would actually know, basically, they will say Maze War was the first person shooter.
No, that's fine.
And this was
It should be in the 80s.
development of the game started in 1973.
Oh, maybe before that. When did it actually release?
73. Their development cycles are like 3 weeks back then.
All right,
That was our first one.
Seriously, they pumped out
Oh yeah,
like E.T., the most broken game of all time, but they pumped it out in like
Maze
3.5
War
weeks.
Yeah.
was released in 1974.
All right, there you go. But yeah, that's what
There you
I've.
go. First person shooter.
It was a
If
lot
we end
easier
up
to
watching
write.
that the documentary on video games. It's they actually
Yeah.
they'll go to that.
Okay.
Then they'll say it sucked.
But anyway, now you got the modern action games, which coming out of Japan aren't a big deal, but the ones coming out of the United States are
Gears of
some
War.
of they're some of my favorite. That you got that the Uncharted series, just like some of those are like the cream of the crop right now, in my
Wait, weren't we
opinion.
talking about first person shooters?
Action,
No, we're talking about action games.
Oh.
You started
action
talking
and
about
first persons are
shooters.
kind of
Shut up.
Bitch face.
mixed sometimes.
Or Horty it.
Do you actually have one set up? You have one set up for shooters as well.
I like how everyone. over
I
there
don't,
just
but
ignored me.
by all means, let's throw one in there.
Okay,
The
well,
only
like,
one I have
someti-
after this is
Well, sometimes like action is put in with shooters. That's why I wasn't sure.
well, action's the overall umbrella.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
You know, then there's firsts and thirds and
Fuck Umbrella
story driven
Chronicles.
and all that crap.
Sorry, distracted easily.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, I know we don't really like it here, but you have Call of Duty will sell more than anything in here.
That's true.
Number one series of all time at this point.
And half the people hate it, and they buy it year after year.
So I hate this. Here's your $60.
I think a lot of people buy it just to not be left out in the cold or like when all their other
I need to
buddies.
fit in.
It's that whole like
Here's your copy of Call of Duty 83. Do you want to reserve Call of Duty 84?
I'm
oh, no.
surprised
I
why-
did it 4 weeks ago.
I'm really surprised that they don't actually start like freaking like already like you can't reserve Black Ops 2. Everyone knows it's already coming, but they don't have it reservable
It's
yet.
still technically a rumor.
Yeah.
it's just people following the herd because they don't want to be left behind. They don't want all their buddies around them talking about the new big explosive scene that ended the new Call of Duty coming out later that year, or the one or two stupid things that they adjusted in the multiplayer mode, and they don't want to be the one that's just. You know, they're you know how guys are. We all do it to each other anyway. Just like everybody gives each other shit, and they don't want to be left out in the cold. They don't want to be the
Oh,
ones
you got
that
Modern
didn't-
Warfare 3 still?
Yeah,
You suck.
they don't want to be the ones that
not
don't
friends
know
anymore.
what's going on.
Delete.
So, I think a lot of it's just, you know, classic case of
You
jumping
made
off
me
a
buy
bridge because
World at
everybody
War
else.
because I didn't want to
Bandwagoners.
not play.
Yeah.
I bought Call of Duty World at War because we're doing zombie mode sometime this upcoming week or two.
Yeah, I talked both these fuckers into it because
Yeah.
it's like $10.
I haven't bought it yet.
Go buy it. Go buy it. Jerker 1015. Send me messages. We shoot some zombies' heads off.
Yeah. So
It's
I mean,
good
there you
times.
go. That's exactly what Tony was just talking about.
Anyway, the other thing, the last thing I wanted to touch on, and then by all means we can go into any side part of this you guys would like. But
All right.
the big thing I wanted to do was story. Japanese. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, by all means.
When you say story, this one always hits me is the Dynasty Warriors games. All the Dynasty Warriors games are based on one book, and they retell it every single time. And you play the exact same campaign.
And Smash
Every
X.
Yeah,
time.
those
And-
are just good campy fun.
Yeah, like seriously, it's
Warriors
based
games.
on I don't remember. You can Google it. It's based off a Japanese book of like the telling of how it was founded-ish, the wars that took place in the 13th through 16th century or something like that. But every single Dynasty Warriors games has that story, and they just retell it every single time,
That's how
and
most.
they don't get tired of it somehow.
That's how most of the Japanese stories are, though. I mean, look at Mario. How many times does fucking Princess get tricked by Bowser? That Mario has to
Dude,
go fucking.
that's
Have you
she's
seen?
dumb.
She's a dumb
Okay,
bitch.
Okay, and how come Zelda keeps getting tricked by and Zelda?
Because
it's the
she's
same
dumb,
fucking
and
stories.
Japanese don't know how to tell
But I love
stories.
Zelda and I love Mario and I keep playing them and I keep buying them.
Because you're a hordiot.
I am a hordiot. But
Idiot.
like I love the Zelda games. They're
Mark
like
has no idea.
That's
yet.
horror and idiot
Yes.
mixed together.
Yes,
We
from
already talked about
the
this
most
before.
recent Archer
Did
episode.
you see it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
it's a new word we invented.
with Zelda,
I think Joe invented.
How many times do like?
Who
did
did
you-
it? Who was it? I can't
It was
remember.
from Archer.
Oh, then it was from Archer, and then I just saw it like this week in the chat.
I'm gonna kill Mark later.
Why? It was invented to me a few days ago.
It was invented the world a few days ago. It came out on Thursday.
Exactly. See, off the hook there, guys. That's how you
No.
get out of things.
No, you need to watch Archer.
It's true.
You're fired until you watch Archer.
Oh, I hate this show.
Do you guys see the Zelda timeline that came out?
No, I have not.
How it makes no fucking sense.
Princess gets captured.
There's three.
Princess gets
There's three
rescued.
timelines running simultaneously to try to cop out of them. I don't even know why they lied in the first place, and they were like, "Yeah, we know when everything took place and like all that." Because I guess Skyward Sword is actually the first one,
The first, in
which is why you
terms of
start out,
story.
you start out in school and you're nothing yet. You're not even. You don't even have your green. I can't think what it's called. I'm such a bad Zelda fan right now, and Jason's probably yelling at his phone, listening.
Not
to me.
yet.
What is it? What the fuck is it called? No, well, he's listening. to
Tunic.
this. Yes, that's it, right? The green
I was
tunic.
going to say that. I thought, is it more complicated than Tunic?
No, I can't. I couldn't. I was
Yeah,
having
okay.
a brain
No,
fart.
that's cool.
I'm the
and,
king.
And he doesn't even have that yet when you start the game. That's how early it is in the story. But
So basically, there's an overlying story that happened like 2 or 3 times at least.
yeah, they ran 3 because I think Twilight Print. No, Ocarina of
Ocarina.
Time's one of the later ones.
Yeah. I think I've heard that before.
Yeah, and, you can pull it up. There's literally 3 timelines running like linear to one another, and apparently links in multiple dimensions at one fucking time. Makes no
Why
goddamn
did they
sense.
need to add that? They could have just
Okay,
said
Why didn't they just say,
kid,
just shut up and enjoy
middle
it?
age, older, whatever.
Because
They just said it was different.
You
time.
can't have 3 alternate universes
But-
without a TARDIS.
But in
Yeah.
in multiple games, he's sitting there like going from childhood to adulthood.
Yeah, I know he ages in all of them.
So
as
like
well.
in the middle of Ocarina of Time, when
Yeah.
he's sitting there when he goes from child, like apparently a game happened during that millisecond that you flash forward into the future.
Is that what they're trying to say?
Stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I don't think anybody really fully gets it unless you're just lying to yourself to let Nintendo off the hook. But it really doesn't make sense.
We should ask Massis.
We should.
I'm going to send him an email. Massis is one of my old customers from Force.
Yeah, he used to come into
Okay.
our store.
And he knows
is-
a lot about the Legend of Zelda.
He knows
He
more than
owns-
He knows the legend actually.
He's
He is
he
the
told part of
owner
the
of the
legend.
biggest Legend of Zelda fan site in the
he's
world.
got 8 million followers on YouTube. This guy.
Yep.
He's the
Good man.
The dungeon.
Doesn't he get us a
Sorry.
shout out?
What?
He should give us a shout out. It's 8 million.
We should get
people.
him on the show. That
Yeah.
would automatically get us fucking hits. Nice. No, he's anyway. We know
All
this
right,
guy.
plan
He's
for
from
next
he's
week.
from our neighborhood. He runs the dungeon.
ZeldaDungeon.net.
Yeah,
I think.
and
Hold
you know,
on.
he's got full walkthroughs. He's real good stuff. I've used them personally when I get stuck in the Zelda
I have
games.
too.
He's like the biggest Zelda fan. He used to come in. We used to put stuff away for him, like uncreased, because we knew he'd get it just because it's collector's editions and stuff. We'd put it aside just for him. He's a real nice guy. Yeah, but anyway, we should ask him to explain the timeline. Maybe he'd want to come on and talk Zelda with us.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be out. Really cool.
I'd love to have a Zelda episode.
I'm going to
Yeah.
see if I could get a hold of him.
Yeah, I
That'd be
played my
sweet.
Ocarina of Time. I haven't gone back yet, so I'd have one game to talk about at least.
You've only played one Zelda?
Yeah, it was
That's
on
right. You
N64.
missed the golden
I don't-
age, man.
I didn't do because I haven't really having a Nintendo since my 64.
Because I mean, dude, the first one is great. The second one had its moments, even though it was that side-scrolling
Yeah, it was
bullshit.
a
You
little
remember
weird,
that?
but it was still...
The third one's actually my favorite one. The one from SNES. That was except for trying to get that fucking what was it off the bookshelf. Right in the beginning of the game, it was so dumb. It was because I couldn't figure it out, and you needed the winged shoes or hat or something. I forgot now.
Massis doesn't have anything to do with the walkthroughs on his page.
Yeah, he does.
No,
I've listened to him personally.
he does not.
I'm going to take a moment and let them talk. That is just one dude. I will pull up the video that I used with his voice going on in the background right now. I'll do it.
Man,
Joseph.
Caleb Simpson.
throw down here.
Right there. Walkthroughs.
Okay, it doesn't mean he.
So how about that?
How about
that
that local
hockey
sports
game.
team? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hawks are playing right
With
now.
that other
They're
stuff.
getting their ass kicked from what I hear.
Are they?
Well, it was 2-0 last time we looked, so I don't know. It's Nashville.
They
What do you expect?
really got our fucking number.
Gmail. I'm sending him an email right now
Right?
Do
Yeah.
it.
as I'm talking.
We should probably do it afterwards.
No, I'm doing
No,
it
he's
now.
doing it right now. It's a joke. He's gonna do it. He is going all out in his email. Oh, you can hear some tat 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 tat. Faster,
What are you
faster.
doing?
Do it faster. Joe,
So,
faster, 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 faster. Butt scratcher.
So I don't know. What do you guys? You guys want to add anything? Also, we could do some final thoughts.
Oh yeah, I'm up for final thoughts. I think we got most of the main genres at this point. I mean, the only other thing we go into is MMOs.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's fucking hit on those real quick.
Well, let's see. Well, first off, has anyone actually done a Japanese or MMO? I don't know if I have. I guess Rift is made by a Korean company, but I believe the development team is in Texas, so I guess that is Americanized. I don't know, ever since WoW came out, it seems like every MMO I've even tried tries to copy off that in some way. So I don't know how far we can actually go into the MMO thing, because they're... I don't know, graphically they can look... I mean, they basically can take the interface that WoW created, which is American, and then you have... I guess the character models in some games will have a more Japanese style to them. But, are you trying to look up a list of...
No, I'm on their page right now.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, yeah, I don't really know what else to add. I've never done an actual full-on Japanese one, so... Alright, that was a failed idea.
Mark sucks at life.
Yeah, I tried.
Here you go.
Big MMO fan, but I don't do the
we could do
American
that
ones.
later.
No. Look,
Oh,
it's
man.
he's got almost 1 million views, and it
So the Zelda
says
thing again.
Welcome everyone to part 1 of a video walkthrough for the original Legend
That's him.
of Zelda. My name is Moxie of Zelda.
Oh,
It is him.
Oh,
But-
it is him.
No, he doesn't do the guides on the page.
it's the fucking
Not
guy
on the
with 1 million
page.
views.
Shut up. Go to hell.
Bitch face.
This is
That is
not
1
his
point for
website.
Tony.
Huh?
That is 1 point for Tony.
That's YouTube, not his website, Zelda Dungeon.
It's that. Look, it's right there. ZeldaDungeon.net, dude.
That's his YouTube channel.
Horror.
He's doing video walkthroughs.
For those
Hoarding
for those of you at home, Joe's trying to cop out of loss here.
Yeah.
I'm turning you down.
This one is going to Tony.
I'm turning him down.
All right, final
We can move
thoughts.
on. Let's just do final thoughts.
Yeah,
I don't want to do final thoughts.
final thoughts. Americans better. America, fuck yeah.
The
That's what I
Gap.
should have done.
Fuck
instead.
yeah, McDonald's. Fuck yeah.
Porno. Fuck yeah.
I guess we have our outro song today, don't we?
I hope so.
No, honestly, what do you think?
Their Japanese games are on a downward. Well, they're almost at rock bottom at this point in America. Like 1 in 100 gamers might pick up, a Japanese styled game, and it just seems. I mean, that's just what statistic we came up with. I'm sure it might be higher, or lower.
Yeah, it's probably actually less.
Yeah, it's
dude.
probably less.
I know more than
most
100
of their-
gamers. I only know one personally that's a huge Japan
Yeah,
fan.
I mean, we might have one person come in
Yeah.
an entire day at the store who is looking just for those.
Yeah.
Most of their, I mean, I think they've given up a lot anyway. I mean, they have a lot of games that come out only in Japan that they don't export as well, just because they know they're not going to make profit off it. I do have a weekly list of what comes out in the world, and they generally will have 5 or 6 games almost every week of the year, and we of course see maybe 2. So I mean, they've kind of given up already. They'll bring in a few games every once in a while, but they're still hanging on to that Final Fantasy series, and I don't know, they'll come up with something eventually, I guess.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay. It's in the whole scenario.
Yeah, I mean, it's not 1998 anymore. I mean, Final Fantasy is pretty much the only RPG series at all that I think, I don't know, it's in my mind as any real relevance remaining. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to add.
Yeah, sounds good. Joseph?
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Oh my god!
This is why we should
He's
do the
typing
emails.
Fuck that. I'm writing an email. This is important.
Let's turn Joe down.
Okay.
Okay, I guess he's got... Do you have anything to close on? Seriously? With
Yeah.
the,
No, what are we talking about?
we're just final thoughts on
final
the whole
thoughts on the
Japan
whole-
versus everybody else.
We didn't really even go into Europe, but
Europe. I
Europe.
just include them with the United States. I mean,
Yeah,
how many developers in Europe anyway?
yeah,
you know?
no. I mean, they model our style, we model their style. I don't know how that worked, but yeah, I agree.
They
That's
model
fine.
us, I think,
Yeah.
personally. But yeah.
either way.
I think I have 2 Japanese games.
Which ones?
Gran Turismo and Dungeon Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Dungeon Hunter's Japanese, right?
I don't think so, but it could be.
Maybe one.
I don't know. That's your game, sir. I know not these things.
You should buy it. It's really good.
Meh. There's a lot of other games. There's too much art shit to play.
Really good.
Well, for me personally, like I said, I have this long-lasting, I guess, respect for Japan and what they did, because we wouldn't even be here right now doing this little podcast if it wasn't for Japan and their creations. I mean, if it was left up to the Americans, we let the video game market crash. It was the courage of Nintendo to come over here at a time
And the
when,
U.S. military. They kept the games alive in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah. But, it was the courage of Nintendo coming over here against all odds, even when half of Nintendo didn't want to try to market it here, and a few guys came over here, they pushed it, and it worked. That's the whole reason we're into video games in the first place, especially guys our age bracket, because I played Atari secondhand. I grew up during the NES era, which was one of the greatest eras. That and the 8-bit and the 16-bit were some of the finest in gaming, but that's just my opinion. But, they may have lost their way a little here and there, but, the Americans, they're just, it's kind of a reversal of what could happen. I mean, you can't completely count Japan out, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't. Right now they're struggling. They're doing fine in their home country and outside of the United States, but over here, which is the biggest market for video games, they're definitely struggling. But it doesn't mean they can't bring it back. And they still, I mean, you see it in these occasional hits that come up with stuff like Super Mario Galaxy that sold a boatload and it received
Catherine, maybe? I don't remember what
No,
Catherine
it didn't. It got really good reviews, but it sold like shit here.
Really? I thought it sold a lot better than
It's
that.
one of the better ones that.
Okay.
Yeah. Like one of the better ones that come out of Japan, and that's in that anime style. But that exactly like what Mark's saying. I mean, you see that they still have the talent there. They're just in this thing where I think they don't either they don't care or they just don't get it. But it won't take a lot for them to snap out of it and start making games for the West again. They've proven they can do it. I mean, every Zelda's a hit over here. We still want to buy their games. I just think they're kind of stubborn.
There's less of them we want to buy.
Yeah. Or they're stubborn and they don't want to evolve with the rest of the industry. But all they have to do is pump a couple bucks into it, hire a couple younger guys that have a fresh perspective on stuff,
few,
and all of a sudden they're back into it.
There's a few companies in Japan, Korea that are trying to hire exclusively American and European artists.
Yeah, Western style thinking.
Yeah,
to bring a new perspective on stuff. Because
and they're paying a lot of money too.
Because their shit is selling over there, but Japan has. As populated as it is nothing compared to the American gaming community. You know what I mean? It's fucking. That's the best. That's the best thing I could bring up about it, is I think that they can easily make a return to greatness. They just I don't know if it's, like I said, I don't know if it's that they don't care. They're just like, whatever, we want to do our thing. We
have our own audience, maybe.
Yeah. They don't want to ditch the 1 in 100 in America, plus all the Japanese fans that do like all that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. Spend your gaming time however you'd like, whatever makes you happy. That's why there are so many different genres. But either they don't care or they just don't get it yet, because the older higher ups that are still in charge have that mindset that stuff's still in the 70s and they just don't get it right now. And that's all it takes, is like what we're saying, is to hire a few Western thinkers, mix them in with your team, and just bring some different perspective and a different opinion on how to market. Sony could take a hint from Western marketing, or a hint.
Make your characters' eyes smaller. That'll be a really big help. A lot of Westerners are creeped out by the size of your guys' eyes.
Yeah,
in games
they overcompensate almost.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah,
I mean, size-wise, it's like about 3 or 4 times bigger than it needs to be.
Yeah, and everything doesn't have to be so like unrealistic too. If you want to appeal to us, like, I'm tired of these 95-pound girls holding a 150-pound sword that is longer than their body and swinging around like it's nothing,
like it's paper.
Yeah,
because that's what it's made out of.
It's just...
You ever go to an anime convention? Those swords are made out of paper.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I know, I've never been to an anime convention.
Me either.
But, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Joe.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Hordiot.
Yeah. I am not. Don't call us that. We don't like that.
What was I saying?
Paper swords.
Paper swords.
You were saying paper swords.
You were doing
150-pound swords.
yeah, you're talking about the girls.
it's stupid. Stop. Like
Keep your bouncy boobs though. I'm
yeah.
fine with that.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Dead or alive.
Beach volleyball right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
I have the nude version.
Oh, yes. All right, we know what we're doing after this. We're not. This is not gonna be up for
All right,
hours.
let's wrap this up.
All right, we got things to do, guys.
Anybody else? Yeah, I guess. Does anybody else have anything to contribute at all to the Japan?
Everyone stare at John.
John. It's okay, dude.
What about? I did mention you. This probably would have been appropriate to bring up the rumors part, but that little twinge of a thing with Bethesda with the Elder Scrolls MMO,
Oh yeah, that did come out.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, there
anonymous source.
might be a kind of Elder Scrolls MMO rumor. It went around this week. I did see that.
Ooh,
just thought of it now, actually.
I like it.
Joe sucks at his job.
I do. You've already covered that.
Jesus.
I'm terrible at this job.
It's the worst ever.
Let's switch jobs. Tony, give me your job.
Landscaping or bar?
Topic of the week.
Hand job aficionado.
Hand job aficionado is his third job title.
All right, I think that we're good for today. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been episode number 7. We'll catch
8.
you guys. 7.
No, it's 8.
We were trying to fuck.
No,
with
it
him
really
all week.
is.
No, it's really 7.
No, I'm on the YouTube channel. We have 7 already.
Then you mislabeled 7.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
The Vita-
and a VitaCast.
The VitaCast was 2.5.
Yes, I know. It's labeled 2.5.
I don't believe this. This is a crappy ending. Way to ruin
You
everything.
suck, Mark!
Anyway,
All right,
this has been.
redo your ending. Episode
Thank
8.
you for tuning in. This has been. You guys keep trying to fuck me up. This has been episode number 7. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be here same time next week.
Later.
Here, get it.
America.